times in Rome. Three aunties give three answers, all of them at once. He steps behind the grill smoke, sets the cooler by his knee, taps one soft pattern on the lid until the crying drops a key. Cooler tap hum, borrow come from the yard. Cooler tap hum, little beat not too hard. Cooler tap hum. The bass inside is jumping, outside the coals glow red. Ray keeps tapping with two fingers like he finally heard what was said. One cousin opens the screen door, starts humming under her breath. Soon the whole yard sends a low note without waking the rest. Cooler tap hum, borrow come from the yard. Cooler tap hum, little beat not too hard. Cooler tap hum. Cooler lit grill, his scoop hum under moonless sky. Hum it low, hum it home. I talked too big by the porch rail, told my friends you never miss. Then Ma called from the kitchen, water running where it should not run. You came in with your old toolbox, knee down on the cracked floor tile. You asked Ma for the yellow tile, then grinned when the wrench slipped twice. Toolbox under the sink, that is how you show up. Toolbox under the sink, mop water in a bucket. Toolbox under the sink. Come here when you are done. My friends kept waiting for a story. I kept watching your bag. You asked Ma for another washer, like you knew where she kept the pack. When the drip stopped talking, you looked shy by the door. I stopped praising loud things, put your sandals by mine on the floor. Toolbox under the sink, that is how you show up. Toolbox under the sink, mop water in a bucket. Toolbox under the sink. Call me when you are done. Porch light hits your shoulder. Ma says, stay and eat. I say nothing clever, just pull another chair with my feet.
Mop water dark in the bucket, city lights waking below. He has one more roof corner and no good reason to go. His sister calls on the cheap phone, says, "You sound far from your skin." He says, "I nearly quit this morning," then laughs because the wind got in. Rooftop bucket echo, rinse the day from the floor. Rooftop bucket echo, leave one splash by the door. Rooftop bucket echo. Radio from a window plays a bass line full of space. He drags the brush in half circles, watching lights blur and replace. His sister stays on the line, talking rice, bus fare, rain. He finishes the last corner without making a speech of the strain. Rooftop bucket echo, rinse the day from the floor. Rooftop bucket echo, leave one splash by the door. Rooftop bucket echo. Bucket ring, far horn, bass echo over wet concrete. Rooftop echo, 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 echo. Dust by the back stair, water can on the step. I asked you by the sea, the seedlings. That is what I told myself. Really, I needed my water can and maybe 10 minutes else. You laughed at these boxes last summer, said I planted like a fool. Now the basil leans over the railing, and you say it grew on you. The basil leans between us, your old key taps my phone. Water can on the stair, basil on your sleeve. Water can on the stair, scooter coughing underneath. Water can on the stair, hand it back to me. You touch one leaf too lightly, like it might remember the fight. I point out the cracked red bucket. You say I kept your porch key right. We trade what needs returning. No one reaches for the past. The scooter coughs behind the wall, and we let the silence pass. The basil leans between us, your old key taps my phone. Water can on the stair, basil on your sleeve. Water can on the stair, scooter coughing underneath. Water can on the stair, hand it back to me. Your old key, my cracked red bucket, scooter gone down the street.
Hey, just slipped out by the pavilion. See one mix the whole set list. That Director froze by the music stand. With the first song lost in a fist, I started what my father hummed. You answered with your cousin's line. Somebody came in half a bar late and somehow landed right on time. Coming when you know it, hold back when you do not. Coming when you know it, bassman keeps the spot. Coming when you know it, loose pace, steady scan. The director stopped chasing paper, let the loose sheets cross the sand. She lifted 2 fingers for the bassman, then lowered a nervous hand. Children sang the part they knew, old men filled the bottom tone. The order nobody planned for made the beach feel like its own. Coming when you know it, hold back when you do not. Coming when you know it, bassman keeps the spot. Coming when you know it, loose page, steady scan. Coming when you know it, coming when it comes.
She hides a shake in her left hand with 2 crates tied behind. Hero shining after breakfast, carts already in a line. Mr. K by the mango stand sees her stop and check the chain. He fills a bottle to the shoulder, says ride it slow through the pain. Bottle at the hill, wheel by wheel, no need to race what the road can feel. Bottle at the hill, bell in the sun, take 1 turn and the climb gets done. Hey, hey. He walks beside the morning baskets, calling prices out of tune. She laughs because the hill is listening to every wobble, every spoon. At the top she rings twice lightly, gives the bottle back half full. Mr. K says keep the rhythm, and the whole lane starts to pull. No speech on courage, no hand raised high, just cold water on the handle and mango carts rolling by. Bottle at the hill, bell in the sun.
Oh,
Wabba-dabba-dabba-bop,
oh,
wam-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum.
I had pepper smoke and a red sign. He had fritters stacked too high.
Both of us shouting over steel pans, trying to catch the same dry sky.
Then the rain came down like loose beads. My paper bags began to run.
She threw a tarp across my table
Before I finished acting tough,
1 tarp across the lane,
step under, shake off the rain.
1 tarp across the lane. Pepper fritter, same backbeat again.
Now my sauce drips by his basket.
His brass pan taps my song.
Customers laugh in the middle.
They knew we were allowed too long.
I sell 3 more when she starts dancing.
She sells 4 when I clap along.
Rain keeps time on the bright blue plastic.
the same song. One tarp, one lane, let the markets.
He missed the bus at the corner clock. Hans stuck 7 minutes late. Fruit woman found an empty crate, trying not to show her weight. He had screws inside his shirt cuff, little oil behind one ear. Fixed the clock for no money, then noticed she could barely steer. Clock slow down, let the mango breathe. Clock slow down by the market ease. Clock slow down, base walk easy. The day still gets where it needs to be. He set her alarm for opening, tied the string by the stall. She gave him 2 soft mango, said your bus was not the call. Now when the minute hand catches, nobody rushes the lane. He taps the glass and smiles once, like time learned his name. Clock slow down, market still moving.
Before the bakery opens, I hear you hum by the lane. Same old tune by the bike rack, same 2 notes before rain. You hold the key like a question, I keep my helmet on tight. Morning buses cough behind us, I do not step out of the light. Give the key back before the rain. Keep the song, but leave the chain. Give the key back before the rain. I can wish you dry and still go my way. You say the lock still sticks sometimes, I say the landlord fixed it twice. You almost smile at the old excuse, then put the brass key by my tire. I point to clouds over the hill road, tell you the bus stop floods at 9. You nod like that is kindness. I ride before I change my mind. Keep the song. Leave the chain. Every Sunday you chase the umbrella, like the breeze owes you a favor. Sand in your shirt, hat in the cooler, me pretending I am not your neighbor. This time I hold the pole steady, make you watch where the rope goes through. You laugh when the first knot slips loose. I say again, that one was you. Tie the umbrella down, let the shade stay close to the ground. Tie the umbrella down, if you won't care, learn the little sound. You pull it right on the second try, proud enough to show the girls. I pass you the towel and the lime salt. You pass me one cold fruit bowl. Wind comes sharp by the lifeguard chair, but our blue shade does not run. We sit inside what you remembered and let the noon bass hum. Tie it down, stay around.
You keep turning fish too early, I keep salting like a storm. Auntie watches from the back step, saying,
Both of you wrong. Then the power snaps at 7, oil still speaking in the pan. You hold the lantern over my shoulder, I finally follow your hand. You lead 1, I lead 2,
lantern light between us true.
you lead 1, I lead 2.
Fish fry moving when we both come through. Your fire knows the first side better,
My ear knows when the skin lets go.
kids are waiting with paper plates.
Bass from next yard, rolling low. I start fixing every motion. You start brushing the flame.
By the time the lights return,
Everybody calls our names. Lantern leads the fry, we follow. Talking big about somebody else, I say your name and you miss the counter. Guava running by the shelves. You act wise with your sunglasses, but your hands drum on the stand. Every crush makes grown folks foolish. That is not a court case, man. Stop hiding in the fruit price. Stop laughing at your shoe. Ask for the beach walk. One small question in the sun. Ask for the beach walk. If she says no, still drink your rum. Ask for the beach walk. Feet no more than your mouth can run. I write the words on a napkin. You cross out half the line. She walks up for pineapple, and you suddenly speak just fine. Beach path waiting.
bum 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 bum. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Granddad guards the vinyl stack. Mother says the new song knocks. Cousin wants the bass line heavy. Little niece keeps changing clocks. Play 1, play 2, play 3. Let the yard decide with feet. Old tune first for the slow step. New tune next for the chair. Boom boom. Third one blends the drum together. Now the walkway needs more air. 3 records in the yard. Nobody wins by standing hard. 3 records in the yard. Turn in once and pass the card. Hey! Granddad takes the smallest shoulder. Mother laughs and drops her keys. Cousin bows to little niece when she finds the missing beat. 3 records in the yard. 1 bass line under every guard. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Final whistle left the field dusty. Scoreboard leaning in the heat. Children dragged their boots to the cooler. No one wanted rice and peas. Corner man unlocked the grill top. Said clean game, still must eat. Smoke went up behind the goalpost, and defeat found dancing feet. Grill still open, boots still brown. Lose the final, feed the town. Grill still open, horns come round. Kids played clean, so pass it down. Coach kept folding the same paper, trying to hide his wet eyes. Smallest keeper burned the sausage, everybody laughed him dry. By the second brass line bouncing, no one stared at what was missed. They raised plates instead of trophies. Grease and pepper on the wrist, grill still open, feet still around. I'm ready. Loosen the shoe. They asked old Leon for a harder beat, something sharp for the road. He looked at the children near the curb and set the heavy sticks down low. One hand drum roll like laughter, brass came in on the side. Lines went loose and laughing quickly when the little ones joined the ride. Bounce, step light, let the brass bend wide. Bounce, step light, leave some room for the smallest stride. A boy with one loose handle caught the rhythm before the band. Leon winked at the loud committee, kept the soft drum in his hand. By the corner with the fruit carts, even the flags hung still. Road moved like a Saturday kitchen at a command on the hill. Bounce it light, children inside.
Da 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 da. Florists had a crate of bent stems, too late for the dinner crowd. Dance hall door was breathing bass, but she nearly packed them down. A woman in silver sandals picked the crooked yellow one, pinned it sideways by her shoulder, then stepped straight into the drum. Lean in bloom, lean with me. Floor looks better when the line breaks free. Lean in bloom, turn that knee. Whole room moving less carefully. Now every shirt has a tilted petal, every hat sits off the mark. Florist sells the whole crate laughing under lights that miss the spark. Nobody asks for perfect roses, nobody checks the stems. The DJ wears two by the headphones and calls the dancers in again. Lean and bloom, lean with me. She came to the pier with one book, they are folded in her bag. Family had the chairs already, and 3 jokes running back. Uncle told the fish one twice, cousin danced with no bass near. She kept her sunglasses steady, like the nurse shift followed here. Dry joke by the pier, nobody ready. Everybody here, dry joke by the pier. She says one line and the day comes clear. They begged her just one story. She said my feet signed out at noon. Little nephew dropped the punchline, a full 5 seconds too soon. Then she said check his pockets, that joke has hospital socks. Whole row fell into the water wind, laughing past the dock. Dry joke, chair leg step in. Dry joke. Ba, ba, ba. Mara knew every corner story before the clip was cooled. Today one customer whispered trouble and Mara almost broke the rule. Mira caught her biting laughter, braid beads clicking by her knee. Barbara raised one eyebrow, only light tries. Silence, let us see, let that secret breathe. Do not dress it for the street, let that secret breathe. Bass can move without a speech. All day people tried the doorway, fishing with a sideways grin. it sounded nice. Beats click, secrets taste.
Bus due at 10:20. Clock says nearly 11. Rain smell under the roof. Somebody kisses teeth at ceiling. Driver rolls in with one child sleeping. Small shoes muddy by the step. He says, found him past the bakery, and the platform loses its edge. Make room at the platform. Slide the bags to the side. Make room at the platform. Late bus still can arrive. Woman with the green suitcase stops complaining to the wall. Man with headphones lifts the handle so the child can pass them all. Engine idles like a low drum. Speaker hums a broken name. Nobody claps or makes a story. They just leave a little space. Backslide. Bass answers. Rain on the roof.
Red light on, fade low. Last slant after midnight. Studio fan with a cough. Host wipes dust from the request book. 3 months nobody called. He plays a bass line with tapies. Says bring me names, not speeches. First phone blinks by the ashtray. Then another light reaches. Dedication line, one by one. Send it out before the morning comes. Dedication line, low and near. Static clears when the names appear. Taxi man sends one to his sister. Baker sends one to the night guard. Girl at the station says nothing much, just play it for my yard. Host lets silence ride the drum fill. Writes each name in blue. By 2:15 the booth is breathing like the old show found a new shoe. Return.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two doors open after midnight. Both voices tired and thin. Landlord on the second landing, asking who had luck to win. Upstairs woman held the spare key, pride wrapped tight around the ring. She did not say a perfect sorry, just placed it where the meter sings. Spare key settles down, radio low through the wall. Spare key settles down, no one wins in the hall. One man laughs because he has to. One child peeks and disappears. Someone drags a chair back inside, scraping off the last hard years. By morning, shoes face forward, the stair. Nobody tells a story pretty, but the floor gets back its hair. Key ring, stair echo, radio.
Oh, yeah. He keeps one lamp by the gatepost, last bus throwing dust at 10. Son said he might make Sunday, old man waits past then. A woman steps down with 2 bags, wrong street, tired face. He almost says, I am waiting, then moves the latch from its place. Gate open late, porch light low. Someone needs a chair before they go. Gate open late, bus does slow. Name can wait while the night stays cold. She calls her cousin from the step rail. He brings water from inside. Bus comes back around the corner, sun waving from the driver's side. Old man laughs at both arrivals, lamp smoke caught in his throat. Porch takes one more plastic chair, and the night loosens its coat. Gate open late, porch light low. Coin slipped under the bus seat, rolling past a tired shoe. Vendor leaned across the aisle, stranger leaned across there too. Both of them missed the first stop bell.
Both of them laughed too late.
Driver watched them count the fare like a rhythm on a paper plate.
Fair coin right,
Pass it down,
open window, small help found. Fair coin right,
do not mind.
next stop waits for the laughing kind.
She had plantain in her basket.
He had change for just one fare,
They came up with enough together.
and one extra coin to spare.
By the beach road they were talking.
Like the route had made the plan,
She sold him 2 for half the price.
he held the bag when she ran. Fair coin right, window wide.
Yeah, yeah. You said that chain was finished, hands black up to the wrist. Group ride waiting by the food stall, and you kept blaming my twist. I said the pan man had the answer, 1 small bottle by the flame. You laughed until the wheel turned easy, then pretended you knew the same. Roll smooth again, oil on the chain, pride in the drain. Roll smooth again, big brother walking behind the frame. Yeah. Now the whole ride smells like cooking, but the back wheel sings just fine. You let me take the first corner, I let you keep your headline. At the beach path you finally mutter, that was not a bad repair. I ring the bell 3 times too loudly, so everybody hears it there. Roll smooth, pride loose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Red tag hanging by the mangoes, blue tag tied to yellow yam. Mama's dress was gone behind me, crowd got bigger than my hand. Fruit man saw your eyes get rainy, pointed a bright calypso tune. Red tag, blue tag.
She kept one red bloom in a bottle, back shelf out of the sun. Said it brought luck to the starboard when the slow sail days would come. Schoolboy came with dusty knees, apology stuck behind his teeth. Needed one thing for his teacher and only had bus coins beneath. Let the bloom work, do not keep it fresh for pride. Let the bloom work, put it where the sorry has to ride. She wrapped it in yesterday's paper, took the coins and gave back two. Watched him run past the spice shop like a red ribbon nobody knew. By evening he brought the bottle, teacher's note inside his hand. Luck looked better after leaving than standing pretty in the stand. Let it go, let it do its work.
He rides the old route after breakfast, same vinyl seat, third row. New driver, Mrs. Market Corner, turns where tourists never go. Old man clears his throat politely, points two fingers toward the shade left by the tailor, right by the bakery. Then the hill will behave. Call the stops again. Window open, old voice plain. Call the stops again. Road remembers more than names. Driver says you used to run this. He says long before your shoes. Passengers laugh at the next turn when he calls the fruit stand too. By the depot she asks him Tuesday, ride along and keep me right. He steps down a little taller, ticket folded clean and tight. Market Corner, Beach Road home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Game got tight by the back wall. Everybody blaming heat. No one saw the quiet late one coming with the pepper patty sheet. Late one saves the table, passed the plate and laid a tile. She put napkins by the scoreboard, moved the lamp and changed the air. Man who talked the loudest earlier found his mouth too full to stare. Late one saves the table, snack bag swinging by her knee. Late one saves the table, then she wins round 3. She never made a speech about it, just tapped double six with grace. Yeah, that almost turned to quarrel, started chewing back its face. Late one, late one. Rented chairs came 40 minutes late, held us standing in the sand.
You looked at me like the whole day broke. I had a cooler in each hand.
Auntie sat on the blue one laughing.
Uncle took the red one slow. Photographer asked about the aisle. We said, let the tide line show. Choose together before the band. Coolers first, then rings in hand. Choose together before the band. Day can bend and still can stand.
When the chairs rolled in
ice marks on their jeans.
You squeeze my fingers by the speaker.
I whispered, good first call. Music started with the wrong cue, but we were not wrong at all. Coolers first, music after. They wrote her name too large in chalk. Beach stage leaning toward the sea, waiting like a wave wall. She forgot how long should be. Uncle tapped the hand drum softly, said, that key is not your size. Asked the band to bring it lower till the first note met her eyes. Crowd can enter after, let the small note start. Lower the key, let her breathe. Hand drum first, then harmony. Lower the key, room to leave. Crowd comes in around the sea. Yeah, she sang one line to the shoreline, second line to Auntie's hat, third line found the backing singers waiting carefully, leaning back. By the last chorus she was smiling, not loud but carrying through. Uncle missed the beats on purpose just to show her what to do. Lower the key, let her breathe.
Old school gate with new paint peeling. 5 old classmates in the shade. Portable speaker on a park bench, playing songs nobody made. Tasha starts with names and favors. Who still drives? Who needs a lift? Notebook passes past the handshakes. Weekend gets a useful gift. Put the names on the ride list. No ceremony by the gate. Put the names on the ride list. Old friends still can show up late. One remembers borrowed pencils, one remembers unpaid fare. Somebody calls a cousin quickly to add 2 chairs and 1 spare tire. Gate stays closed behind them, bench gets crowded in the sun. By the time the speaker crackles, Saturday already has begun. Names on paper, wheels in motion.
Hey, hey, hey. Last letter dried on the shutter. 30 years under blue paint. Owner stood with empty shelves, trying not to say complaint. Sighing woman washed her brush slowly, waited for the tears to pass. Owner pointed down the sidewall, said, can you paint 1 arrow last? Arrow to the new star, feet nowhere to go. Arrow to the new star, old sign dries, new fruit shows. She made it yellow, leaning forward, small enough to feel like news. Kids followed it before sunset, buying peanuts, asking clues. Owner locked the old door gently, then laughed at his own wrong key. Arrow caught the market light and sent the street across the street. Old sign dries, new feet go.
folded cloth before the evening. Said Newtown needs an early start. I counted coins too many times to keep from counting hard.
Your awning hook is bent just right. Mine still shines and slips in rain. Take the good one for your corner. Leave me yours to curse again.
Swap the awning hooks.
No long speech by the books.
Swap the awning hooks.
Carry one piece of how we looked.
Shorter chains clinked like a rhythm. Last customers passed us slow.
You tied my rope the wrong way, smiling, so I would have to let you know.
Next week, when the wind comes sideways,
both our stalls will pull and hold.
two friends under different weather,
Using metal,
warm and old.
hook for hook, dusk for road.
Moving boat crowd swallowed his red cap. Sailors saw the panic rising, put two fingers on the map. Name the sounds, she told him softly. Bell first, gull, second drum. Radio booth kept calling tickets until his breathing found the hum. Name the sounds, one by one. Bell, gull, drum in the sun. Name the sounds, stay with me. Father comes by the radio tree. He counted sandals, then the boat horn, then the spoon against her tray. Father came from the booth side running, holding tickets, face gone gray. No big lesson by the railing, just one water, one deep breath. Sella rang her little handbell, and the pier went back to rest. Bell, go.
Whoa. Bookshop owner dusted the thick one. No one bought it all year long. Doorway flyer curled in heat for tonight's little dancehall song. Dancer came with tape gone missing, looked around and smiled instead. Set the old book on the paper, held new plans with something red. Old book holds the flyer, doorway catches evening air. Old book holds the flyer, people see the party there. Oh, now watch the corner gather, shoes tapping by the stand. Nobody asked what tales were inside, still he placed it with both hands. When the bass line reached the pages, dust rose gold and then was gone. Old book did one job nicely, keeping Saturday flyer still.
Apprentice ties the rope too proud, fairy nose bumps soft at noon. Captain Era lowers her shoulder, shows the loop without a frown. Gulls keep laughing over diesel, passengers wait with sandals still. She says the line can learn your breathing when your hands stop chasing skill. Dock, line easy, slide it, hold it low. Dock, line easy, call the boat in slow. Second try lands by the cleat, third one sits like it belongs. Mariners toward the landing, lets the young voice lead the call. Crowd hears nothing like a lesson, only bass around the bay. Rope goes quiet in his fingers, fairy leans the calm away. Dock, line easy, slide it, hold it low. Dock, line easy, call the boat in slow. Harbor light keeps the lesson moving.
Oh, no, 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 no. He counts the boats beside the pier, finds one bill too much at close. Tourist sandals fade toward taxes, shame sits heavy in his clothes. He runs past nets and postcard racks, envelope pressed against his chest. Says the wrench was worth the first price, not the extra in the mess. Change comes back by the water rail. Change comes back, clean hands tell the tale. Tourist smiles and checks the motor, shows the screw he missed below. Fix it twice if you are learning, then the right amount will show. He returns beneath the awning, organ warm behind the star. One small envelope in the drawer keeps the evening standing tall. Coin drop, pier boards, organ bubble, soft bass. Change comes back by the water rail. Change comes back, clean hands tell the tale.